Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to do the oldest trick in the book. We're going to go from this to gorgeous natural makeup for throughout the day, and then we're going to make it glam. I worked on makeup counters for 4 years and this is a classic. Okay, so we would go to work with our makeup on. I would always do my makeup in the house before I got to work most of the time, just because you weren't allowed to do your makeup on counter. You weren't meant to. If any of my old bosses are watching this, I'm really sorry. We would wait for our bosses to go away and then we would make our makeup really glam for going out straight after work. Okay, so imagine this, you're on a makeup counter, all the bosses go home at 5 o'clock, okay, bye, you have a great day, bye. The heels come off, the dolly shoes went on, the hair would get scraped up and business would happen. So I personally think I'm quite good at turning a natural makeup into a glam makeup, and I've actually said this before and I stand by it. I love putting makeup on top of other makeup. I love touching up and finishing a face. Okay, I've spoke long enough, let's do this. So the primer I'm going to use is the Becca Backlight Priming Filter. And I'm going to do this pretty quickly because this is how I would do my makeup. I love makeup so much, you guys know, but I also love sleep. So I would snooze a lot. So I got really good at a gorgeous basic face that looks like it took me a lot longer than it did, okay? So that's what we're going to do today. I'm going to go in with my NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation, and I'm going to buff that in with my big Smith brush, the 151. It's quite wide, it's quite chubby, but it gets the job done, it's super quick. This foundation is too dark for me at the moment. I know, I'm aware, I apologise. It's not that bad. I'm just super pale right now. I need to do my tan, I need to use my tanning water, and I basically need to go outside more. It's been raining every day for 4 weeks in Scotland. 4 weeks! Yeah, I'm kind of turning into a creature of the night. It's shit. So this makeup I'm doing right now, it's definitely not sheer coverage, it's definitely not natural, but it's really easily built upon for later. I would say this is probably my go-to look at the moment because it's just quick and easy and I know it lasts all day. So me and Jack have got stuff to do today. Saturday we've got some errands to run. I want to wear some makeup, and then later on I've actually got a friend's hen party. We're going out for dinner and drinks and I'm buzzing. So I need to be quite glam. So I'm going to do my makeup and I'm going to fix my hair, and we're going to do it with a really small amount of product. Very good, very clever. Okay, this is the Hourglass Concealer, the Vanish Concealer in the shade Pearl, which is a lot lighter than I usually do, and it's more pink, which you'll see, it just balances out the colour of this foundation. I really like it, it's quite thick, it's quite full coverage, but I like that in a concealer. And I'm just going to blend that in with my big foundation brush as well. So, fun fact about when I worked on makeup counters. If you guys remember, I actually did it recently as well, and I still have it kind of right now. When I worked on makeup counters, I had my blonde streak, right? And one of the brands I worked for is quite a classic brand. It's Estee Lauder. I really hope I don't get in trouble for this. I won't. And I wasn't allowed that hairstyle when I worked for Estee Lauder. They found it to be a little bit garish. They found it to be a little bit gaudy. So what I would do is I would pleat the blonde section of my hair and I would pin it underneath my brown hair, and then I'd flip all my brown hair over. This was a kind of funny joke when I did makeup in college, because I would go straight from college to work and everyone would see me getting my little dress on and they would see me pleating my hair and hiding my blonde bit. And that was another thing that would change when the bosses went home. I would unpleat my blonde bit and I would let it run free. So I was a very different employee from 5 o'clock to 6 o'clock. 5 o'clock was very conservative, very put together, and then 6 o'clock is when I started chucking on more and more makeup. I used to use a really light concealer to lighten up my lipstick because there wasn't a light enough nude for me. It was just hilarious. Okay, I'm going to go in with bronzer. I'm going to go straight on top of my fresh foundation with Hula Caramel. I just love it. It's so good. Loads of you guys ask me how I do this without it going patchy, and the answer to that is I use really small amounts. I'm quite quick about it, but I really do buff it into the foundation and it just works. Circular motions, just really buffing it in. It's great. I'm going to go under my chin a little bit and down my neck. If I worked in an office, I would look like this every day. I would do this hairstyle and a shirt. I feel quite smart. I really like it. I think I look really nice. And do you see what I mean? The foundation really doesn't look that bad when I use that lighter concealer and then I use my bronzer. And I really don't want to make my skin look super pale. I just look so ill when I look pale. I'm going to go in with the NARS blusher in Luster. Really, really nice, just kind of peachy nude. I'm just going to apply that on my cheeks. Can you believe that we didn't like blusher at one point? Like, and I know there'll be someone like, oh my god, I always loved blusher. Yeah, fine, Susan, that's great, good for you. But we didn't, and we missed out. We're getting there, we're getting there. We're Speedy McGee. Highlighter, we're gonna use MAC Whisper of Guilt, oldie but goodie, and we're just gonna use a little bit just in the tops of the cheeks. Wee bit on my cupid's bow, wee bit above the brow. I'm gonna go in with a big brush and the bronzer just to really make sure that's all merged together and it's nice and seamless. I quite like going over the blush as well. Okay, at this stage we're going to set. So I'm going to use the All Nighter Setting Spray by Urban Decay. And then once that's dry, I'll then powder. Okay, this is my new thing and it really works. In the meantime, I'm going to go in with Layin Low Paint Pot. Guys, I don't know why I ever stopped using this, okay? So I used this yesterday with my finger and then I did my usual eyeshadow and it did not crease at all. Tapping that out, going right in. If I had nails I would put it on with a fluffy brush, but I've got 9 nails at the moment. Poor little guy. Okay, so that's nice and sticky, it's on all over. And then I'm going to grab a big fluffy brush and my bronzer and we're going to use this as our eyeshadow, guys. This is such a quick, easy, minimal product face. And because it's the bronzer colour, it acts almost like more of a contour. It just gives a little bit more definition to the eyes and it also makes the eyes look bigger. Nice fluffy brush right up to the temples. And then while we're here, I'm going to go in with a slightly smaller brush, going in with the bronzer again, and we're going to go under the eye. And that again just gives us a little bit more definition. I'm just going to go right over the lid with the excess on the brush. And it's so simple, but it really does make it look like you've done way more to your eyes. It's genius. I'm going to use Gimme Brow Plus on my eyebrows. This is the shade number 4. And we're just going to take a little bit of time building up the brow, getting that thickness, getting the little bit more depth with the colour for the Gimme Brow, getting the front a wee bit thicker. It makes the brows look a little bit more groomed, like there's a wee bit more attention being paid. Going to go in with mascara. This is the L'Oreal Paris Bambi Eye False Lash in Waterproof. So I'm going to take a little bit of time here just to get some nice chunky eyelashes, and we're using waterproof just because we really want this to stay put all day, because if you imagine you've done your makeup, you're at work, you don't want to take a full face of makeup with you to top up. I'm going to show you guys exactly what I'm going to use to really change up this look. Wow, this mascara is good. And then we're going to do our bottom lashes as well. And I really like the original version of this mascara, but I tested out the waterproof one and it really works as well. Although, it would appear that I've lost quite a few bottom eyelashes on the other side of my eye. What on earth has happened? Okay guys, be careful when you're taking it off. Now we're at this stage, we're going to use some powder. I'm going to use the Laura Mercier Translucent, and I just love this powder. There's really not much more to be said. So many people do love it. I'm going to go in with the Charlotte Tilbury fluffy brush. It's not a fluffy brush, it is the blusher brush. And I'm just going in with a little bit, and I'm just buffing that into the skin. I'm not going to bake my face. I'm just going to buff it in. I need to do my freckle. Bing! I actually don't have anything out for my lips yet. What should I use? Got Morphe Sweet Tea lip liner here. I'm just going to line my lips. And then I'm going to use a lip gloss, guys. I'm going to use this one here. It is the Bobbi Brown Crushed Oil Infused Gloss. This is the shade Wildcard, and it is just such a pretty nudie coral, and it's so comfortable. See, because it's got oils in it, it's really hydrating. I really like it. And there we have it. That is a perfect day-to-day look. It's a really lovely makeup for any career choice that you've made, I believe. I also really think it's nice for school or college, if you wear makeup to those things. I remember I used to not really bother sometimes, and then sometimes I would wake up and feel like I wanted to do my makeup. Makeup's just fun, guys. You can do it whatever you like. I'm going to stop being so stupid. It's Saturday. I've got the Saturday feeling, okay? I'm just excited about life. I will list all the products that I've used down below for this look, and then we're going to use a really small little handful of products to really change up this look for nighttime. And I'm also going to quickly change my hair as well, because I'm looking corporate right now. Kind of relaxed boardroom, I would say. I'm going to go and do the bits that I need to do today, and I will be back later and we'll be getting ready for the night out. I want a glass of wine. Mom's been working hard all week. So I will see you guys shortly and we'll change this look up. Hello. I'm back. I'm so tired. This always happens to me. I feel terrible. I really need to get a grip. It's time to get ready. My phone's charging through there, but it's about 5 o'clock. I'm going to quickly transform. My hair's not as tidy as it was because it was a storm outside and me and Jack decided to go to get something to eat. So my lip is naturally worn off, but the rest of my makeup is looking pretty good. It looks just the same as earlier. So what we're going to do is we're going to add on to this. So what we're going to start with is actually the eyebrows. We're going to go in with Brow. So imagine you've just finished work, you're just in the door, you have 15 minutes to amp up your look. You're going to go in at your Brow. Brow is a brow pomade by Benefit, by the way. You're going to add the depth and the definition that we didn't have. They were quite fluffy and natural before. Depth, definition, and we're giving them a little bit more of a lift. What do we always say in these videos? We want to look angry. We want to look intimidating, but we're not. This is the whole thing. We're actually lovely people, but I do want to look a little bit scary. I always want to look a little bit scary. We're dropping down the front a little bit because what does that do? It makes the arch look higher. We're going to drop down the front on this brow as well. We're going through with the brush to make sure it's all nice and blended, nothing too harsh. Next thing we're going to do to amp up the eyes, we're going to go in with the Heavy Metal Glitter Liner by Urban Decay in the shade Starfire. We're going to chuck it on and then we're going to go in with our finger and we're going to pat it out on mostly the lid, and then we're going to go up slightly in the inner corner. And that's given us the tiniest little bit of sparkle. That is my favourite thing to do. It's super easy, right, but it looks really beautiful when you're out and about. When I do this step and this technique this way, I always get asked what I've got on my eyes because people think it may be like an eyeshadow. Next, this is the thing that's going to change the look up the most. This is your eyeliner. So this is the Stila Stay All Day Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do pretty long, thin wings. And I just carried it on to the inner corner, but on the inner corner, we're really thin. Now I'm gonna do my lashes. So I've got the mascara. I am actually gonna put in more on the bottom lashes just because it hasn't quite stayed as much as I want it to. And we're gonna add a little half lash on the end of the eye. I am pretty sure that these are Tatti Lashes TL3s. I did find them just kind of on my desk, but they look to me like they're Tatti TL3s that I've cut in half. So I'm gonna glue them up. I'm letting you where I wanted to. Yeah, I had to move, no escaping you. Yep, like that, bottom lashes. Go on, stick, yes. Oh my god, yes, brilliant, 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 brilliant. Again, if I was leaving and I'd gone to work, I would just take my foundation brush and the concealer. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna add a little bit more coverage. Even though we've powdered earlier, we're gonna add a little bit more coverage just here and right here. I'm gonna go over my lips. My lips have naturally just kind of like faded away. Me and Jack went for some food and that food was pizza, so it was all over my face, obviously. So my lips have naturally just kind of faded away, also because it was a lip gloss. Lip glosses don't have any longevity really, so if you're wearing a lip gloss, obviously you know you're gonna be topping it up and things, and I didn't bother. So it means that I can just go over my lips with the concealer, and that's just got a nice clean canvas, nice blank canvas I should say, not clean. The biggest difference is the lip. We're going to go for a really nice bold red lip, and I'm going to overdraw my lips. We're going to do a nice big red pout. I'm just going to go ahead and get started. The pencil I'm using, by the way, is the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Lip Pencil in Bad Blood. So I just kind of drew the lip liner onto the actual lip a little bit. And the red lipstick we're going to use is El Cinco de Mayo. I'm not very good at Spanish either, but it's a Huda Beauty. Oh yeah. The next big change would be my hair. So I'm going to take this hair out, and what we're going to do, holy shit, this is tight. Oh! And for my hair tonight, I want to just do it slick back because it is super quick and it's going to last because I got a new product for this. So I'm going to use my brush. I'm just going to brush all my hair back. I'm going to take my dressing gown off. I'm not naked, I've got my dress on. And we're just going to make sure, because I'm going to have to make sure my extensions are covered because it's time for them to come out. Right, I think I'm going to try this. This is the Got To Be Glued Blasting Freeze Spray for Screaming Hold. Terrifying. and I'm fully aware I'm going to have to wash my hair when I get in, otherwise it'll all snap off. I also have here the Ultra Glued Styling Gel, and this is actually for edges. Tested on affluent textured hair, but I think, yeah, because it's like a gloss, I think if I was to use that, it might give more of a wet look. Maybe I should just try it. Whoa. Worst thing that can happen is it looks terrible. And I'm going to use my fingers to try and get some separation in my hair. Whoa, this might be my new favourite thing. That looks super, super, super good. Well, it's sticky, really sticky. And we're going to do the sides, and we're going to try and do them a little bit more flat. It's almost like we need it to be smoother at the sides and a little bit more up here. Let's try this as well. Oh, I know what I'll do. Haha. This is the Mistress Anti-Frizz Leave-In Conditioner from IGK. And I'm going to use that to make the ends of my hair not dry anymore because it just looks stupid. It kind of gives it all a wet look, if you know what I mean. And it gives it a little bit more separation, so there's absolutely no like frizzy areas. Honestly, it looks quite greasy. Have you seen the new Joker? How his hair kind of looks greasy and piecey? Kind of like that. I just don't want that coming onto my face, so I'm going to use more of this terrifying stuff. This is a really good way to style your hair when you've got bangs. Let's just spray this in place. And then the very last thing that I'm going to do with my hair is I'm going to use the Larry King, A Social Life for Your Hair. This stuff is amazing. It's like really multitasking. So it's like a paste, and I'm going to get a little bit just in the back of my hand. It smells great. And it comes with a little hair toothbrush. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to dip into the cream, and I'm going to use this just to make sure that all these little guys are sitting pretty. You can also do it with the actual little baby hairs, because baby hairs are cute. Also, pulling your baby hairs forward like that, I just think makes your forehead look really small, which I love. See how groomed? You can even just sort these little guys out. Oh my god, I feel like such a hairstylist using this toothbrush. Alright, I'm going to change my earrings. Yeah, I've worn these a million times and I always get asked where they're from, so if I can find a link there, I'll link them down below along with everything else that I used today. Cute. You absolutely do not need to change your hair and everything like that, but the makeup look itself, obviously this looks super different to what I had on today. It looks super glam. If you have the time to do your hair, it really doesn't take that long, and because it's such a messy look, technically you can just fire the products in. So this is one of my little makeup bags, and if I was to take with me everything that I used on my face there, it would be my foundation brush, my concealer, lip liner, lipstick, mascara, glitter, liner, brow and brush. You actually have a brush in here, I forgot about that. Mistress IGK Ultra Glued. Okay, I actually did use quite a few products. But what I'm saying is, and you absolutely don't need all that hair stuff, like you could get a smaller version. But look! Ta-da! A normal makeup bag, but a completely different look. And it looks like I've sat and done my makeup again. Joke's on you, I have not. Plus it took me hardly any time at all. So you guys, I hope you really liked today's video. This is definitely one of my favourite things to do. I love adding on makeup. I like makeup on top of makeup on top of makeup. So that's everything. I'm away to go and get a glass of wine. I hope you guys had a great day. I hope you liked this video. As always, I will link everything that I used down below. And other than that, I will see you in the next one. Bye! That toothpaste on my mouth. Really put together. Whoa, that was a lot of bronzer. Does it ever crease? And she's like, never. So, I can hear a dog outside my door. Oh my god, I just got it on my eyelid. Oh my god, I've got an itch. That took me by surprise. We're dropping the arch. No, that's not what that's called. Ah! Juno! What the fuck? Juno, right. This is turning into like a empowering talk. What do we want? Good makeup. When do we want it? 10 minutes ago. Now, what I'm going to do, oh my god, I've got itchy nose. And then I'm going to get some of this. Oh my god, it's so sticky, it's so sticky, it's so sticky. Bye!